All right, everyone, we have a big movie announcement. This just came out, I guess, about an hour ago, and it's been long speculated that the fourth season of The Mandalorian would be turned into a film directed by Jon Favreau. And like I said, I guess just an hour today that was actually confirmed by Disney and Lucasfilm. And I just saw this. I was just about to do something else. I've been busy editing and working on videos and commentaries all day, but I figured, like, hey, this just broke. Let's go ahead and read it, and I'll share my opinion right after. So here we go. I'm reading this via Variety. Star Wars announces new movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu. So that's what they're calling it, The Mandalorian Grogu, man. They're trying to make sure everyone knows about Grogu. Everyone make sure they know about Baby Yoda. Sell those toys. Merchandising. And, of course, it's being directed by Jon Favreau. Baby Yoda's headed to the big screen. There you go. Jon Favreau is directing a new Star Wars movie titled The Mandalorian Grogu. It's a lazy title. It will go into production later this year. Favreau created the Disney Plus series The Mandalorian, which follows a helmet-wearing bounty hunter played by Pedro Pascal, kind of. He does the voice and occasionally wears the suit, who starts the show on the run to protect a young, adorable alien named Grogu, better known by fans as Baby Yoda. It is unclear where the upcoming film will fit into the timeline of the live-action series, which has aired 3 seasons and is currently in development on the 4th. I have loved telling stories set in the rich world that George Lucas created, Favreau said in a statement. The prospect of bringing the Mandalorian and his apprentice Grogu to the big screen is extremely exciting. The Mandalorian Grogu is the first Star Wars movie in the works, with momentum anyway. Since 2019, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, which grossed $1 billion globally. Let's see here. In the time since, Star Wars has launched 2 more live-action TV shows like The Mandoverse, The Book of Boba Fett, and Ahsoka, plus the upcoming Skeleton Crew. Favreau produced The Mandalorian and Grogu with Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy and Ahsoka creator Dave Filoni as he offers guidance on the upcoming film. Filoni will also work on the 2nd season of Ahsoka, starring Rosario Dawson. And it goes on to say that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have ushered into Star Wars 2 new and beloved characters, and this story is a perfect fit for the big screen, Kennedy says. I mean, again, this was speculated, this was rumored about for quite some time. I want to say like the last several months, and it looks like all those rumors and speculation was true. To be completely honest, I'll be positive at the top. I really enjoyed the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. It reminded me of those classic, TV westerns from like, the 50s or 60s or into the 70s, right? And I enjoyed the first 2 seasons. Yeah, they had their issues. Some episodes are better than others, of course. But overall, I did enjoy those first 2 seasons. I was not a fan of season 3. I thought it was sloppy. I felt like there just wasn't a focus on the character of Din Djarin. It was more focused on other characters like Bo-Katan, which is fine, but give her own show. I think that would have been better. And the thing that bothers me, I think, just so much about The Mandalorian as it is right now is that, we had this wonderful ending to the relationship between Din Djarin, the Mandalorian, and Baby Yoda in season 2. Baby Yoda goes off to train with Luke Skywalker, okay? And you imagine, like, all right, it's the end of that story, but, Din will continue on. We'll see new adventures. And it's like, nope, because apparently they just fast-tracked the return of that relationship, took over a whole other show in the Book of Boba Fett, which was frustrating, and then he's back in season 3, and he just doesn't. Listen, Baby Yoda is very cute. Clearly, they're making a lot of money off of him, obviously, but his return just did not feel earnest. It did not feel honest. It felt manufactured through and through, and he just didn't need to be there in season 3 at all, other than to do goofy Baby Yoda things like eat things and say no over again, wearing his little IG-11 body. I didn't care for that. So now we're just going to see that all over again, except in a cinematic form. And listen, I think Star Wars is in a really bad place right now. Not to say that there hasn't been some good spots. I just highlighted the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. I liked a lot of the animated fare that Disney and Lucasfilm have created. Even stuff like Star Wars Visions, and of course, bringing back Star Wars, Clone Wars and Rebels, I thought was very good. And I really loved Andor. I thought Andor was fantastic, and I loved Rogue One. And then if they say, but this is not the only film that's in production, though. I mean, that Rey movie, which to the life of me, I don't understand why they're doing that. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I don't get it, unless they're just trying to redeem the sequel trilogy. I don't know. But, hearing this, I'm not really excited. I was not enthused about the idea of just turning the fourth season into a movie, especially the third season just being so disappointing. I mean, maybe the one positive thing I can see coming from this is because so much of the third season just felt like filler and there was unnecessary episodes. It feels like they really could have told that story across like 3 or 4 episodes instead of like the 8 we got. Like, I don't, as much, I love Jack Black, but we didn't need, Jack Black and certainly not Lizzo, dancing around, just being themselves and stars. Like, what's going on here? And, yeah, I'm not too enthused about that aspect, but maybe they'll be able to trim the fat, if you will. I'm curious to see what the reaction is going to be to this. I know that people love Baby Yoda. He's extraordinarily popular, but I don't know. I thought he was cute for a while, and I thought he served a story purpose, but he doesn't really serve a story purpose anymore. He just serves the purpose of trying to sell toys and merchandising, and quite frankly, I'm not really into that. But I am curious to hear a lot of people's opinions on this story. Are you excited about the fourth season being turned into a movie? Do you like the fact that Baby Yoda is back in this this film, is back in the Mandalorian at this point? Are you happy that Jon Favreau is directing? Please go ahead and let me know.